So good afternoon, and thank you for this invitation. It's really a pleasure to be with you, even by a virtual presentation. We all hope that COVID-19 will stop and that we will come back to real meetings. But anyway, it's a pleasure, and as a former president of the Institut Pasteur, obviously, I have very good memories of all my colleagues in your country and worldwide, actually. So what I'm going to do today is very briefly present what is the Global Virus Network, and which again only illustrates the value of networks in the context of global and One Health context. So the first slide, you all know this, you are fully aware of it, but we are facing a number of emerging viral diseases, and COVID-19 is obviously a major one, and we will have others in the future. So it's really about anticipation, reactivity, and capacity to build for the future. And again, COVID-19 is at the heart of the activities of Global Virus Network, as for many, if not all of us. It's about global and One Health. And again, COVID-19 has further reinforced the importance of this concept, of these interactions between the environment, the humans and the animals, and the major impact of urbanization, deforestation, human migration, and climate change. So clearly, we need novel modes of global health governance. I'm not going to detail this slide, but it just shows that a number of mechanisms had been established before COVID-19, and yet we have not been prepared enough. We all know the importance of surveillance and alert networks, such as the so-called GOARN from WHO. And clearly, and this is an African proverb that I like, we must have, in addition to the national and international research agencies, which are obviously at the forefront of the fight against these pandemics, in addition to the foundations such as the Wellcome Trust, such as the Gates Foundation, we need to have these novel modes of organization where we merge scientists, medical doctors, public health officers together for the future. So the Global Virus Network is exactly consistent with this view. It was co-founded in 2011 by Bob Gallo and Billy Hall, based in Baltimore, and with now also headquarters in Tampa at the University of South Florida. And it's really about merging worldwide the best virologies to fight against all human viruses. So this slide illustrates the three main missions of this network: research, training and education, and advocacy and public education. And with a key word, which is expertise. COVID-19 has very well illustrated how much we need this expertise to really provide counseling, advice to national governments, to international agencies, to industrial partners. Global Virus Network is working on all human viruses. This is what is illustrated in this slide. And this is really based on a network, a very significant network with now 60 centers of excellence and 11 affiliated on all continents in 34 countries, including Pasteur institutes from the international network and laboratories from the Fondation Mérieux. We have moved now to organize what we call regional GVN meetings to really take better in account the strategy of different geographical areas, which cannot be the same in Africa, in Southeast Asia, in Latin America and Caribbean area. So we have a global view from Baltimore and Tampa in the US and a regional view from the different geographic locations. So why GVN? As I said, because from right to left, this is science-driven, international, non-governmental, independent. These are key words nowadays. I have described the cooperative network. It's really based on individuals. It's really based on science. And as I have emphasized, this is really to provide expert consultation. So I'm not going to detail this slide, but from left to right, research with a number of activities, training and education, advocacy, public education, and communication. We have created task force previously on Zika, on HTLV, for example, Zika, this led to a biobank, which has been very useful. And we have recently launched an intranet which really allows all the centers worldwide to communicate, be announcement, information of the centers, connectivity between academics and industry, and discussion on projects. We have created a formal partnerships with industry, what we call the healthcare and pharma centers of excellence, where we recognize the value of research and development from biotechs, from large pharma, diagnostic companies, not only to provide financial resource, but really to work with us on the different challenges. So this slide illustrates the SARS task force, which includes both education. We have what we call the webinar series, which are very well attended. But on the left, we also have biobanking and research and clinical trials. So this is an example of the biobank program that we have initiated in partnership with some industrial partners, and this is, we all know that how important this is. We do have annual meetings, and this year the annual meeting was virtual for obvious reasons, but we really hope we will resume from next year the on-site and meetings. These meetings are extremely useful to gather ideas, suggestions, and expertise from all GVN directors. As I mentioned, we are also working on education. It's about blog, TV shows, working with newspapers. We also have a GVN weekly, and if you are interested, we would be very happy to have your society and your scientists and medical doctors and public health officers be connected with what GVN is doing. We have an online course now. We have initiated in partnership between GVN and USF an online course on the microbiome and their impact on viral infections. We have, as I mentioned, webinars, which are very well attended and which really provide updated information on COVID-19 from different point of views. We have recently initiated an academy program to really expand the former activities of GVN, to really nurture the group of GVN's alumni, to provide mentoring, guidance, and now we are happy to announce that we can provide fellowships, and this is what we have been supporting now. This is a short course for what we call emerging leaders in virology, and we will have now an additional online version on this. And finally, this is a resource that we have just unleashed. You can go to our website, gvn.org, and we have a full web page with daily updates on the variants, on the vaccines, and we are very proud of this, and we hope that you will find it helpful. So I will close with this slide that I like, but because this is really what we are working for. I just want to emphasize again that I have kept excellent memories when I was president of the Institut Pasteur of your country, of the interactions with the colleagues, and that we would be very happy if you are interested to join our efforts in the future. Thank you very much.